Hello, 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 my wonder people. This is Dr. Nicole coming to you again for day 9 of our 100-day practicing positivity journey. So, this is our 100-day journey. And I just wanted to pop in. I had something on my mind that came to me after a brilliant conversation with a dear friend of mine that was really transformational. And the power of that conversation was it was wonderful to spend time with a friend that I hadn't seen in a very long time. But it was the inside of that conversation, I just got reminded of something that I don't think I have spoken about since we started this 100-day journey. And that is the real power of positivity and why I think this is one of the absolute essential skills, essential tools, essential ways of being, the essential choices that we have to make at this time in our shared human history. This practicing positivity, the studio, practice, it's this intentional, focused effort towards something, positivity, that we're practicing something that is all about cultivating and elevating, empowering our ability, our capacity to thrive, to flourish. And then, of course, the studio, coming into a place where it's not all worked out, coming into a place where you get to, that you're here to practice something, you're here to develop something, you're here to get it from one state to another state. There's stuff, there's work to do with it. And speaking of kind of this work to do, I know some people there are a couple of things that get a bad rap amongst many. One is work. This idea, who wants to come and work when we could play? Or nobody likes to talk about things like it's hard work. But there's something that happens to us when we get to come and work through something, what we become in the process of doing the work. Now, work can be fun, work can be playful, work can be joyful and enjoyable. It can be delightful, but it doesn't mean that we have to kind of throw the baby out with the bathwater, and just kind of throw work out the window. Now, the other thing that I think is powerful about this practicing positivity, the studio, is that I just wanted to take a second to say, positivity is one of those things that it gets such a bad rap, as at best it's kind of nice, and at worst, it's kind of, I've heard people talk about it like it's this just delusional, pointless thing to do. You've got to be focused, or you've got to be hard, or you've got to be intentional, as if focused, working hard, being intentional, that those things are mutually exclusive with positivity. Of course, they are not. So I just wanted to pop in and really say, this is a place where, as we're thinking about positivity, it's an incredible gift to be able to focus our intention on what are the things that really will facilitate our flourishing, what will elevate and empower our thriving as an intended outcome and result, not just simply, oh, positivity is great kind of when the weather's great, there's no traffic, we've got everything that we need, and more than a few of the things that we want, and we've kind of got it all worked out, we know what we're doing. Well, life isn't like that. Life isn't always green lights and a hot cup of coffee. Sometimes, life requires us to be able to not only be agile and be nimble, but it requires that we be faithful to something. It requires that we maintain a sense of hopefulness, even when we are almost feeling overcome with despair. Sometimes, we have to pull on something different than, quote, how we, than everything outside of us going our way. And what I believe about positivity, it's a great training ground. It's a beautiful space and place where we can come in and begin to experience ourselves as generators of experience, um, as opposed to kind of monitors or even managers of this experience called life. And so I wanted this place, this practicing positivity, the studio, to be a place where you could come and take positivity seriously, where you could come and uh, to recognize its power, this choice to lean into those positive emotions as a viable, valuable choice that can serve you by giving you the space, giving you the clarity, by allowing your physiology to work with you and to be able to turn those downward spirals of despair, to flip them, not necessarily on a dime all the time, but to be able to flip those downward spirals of despair into upward spirals of inspiration and purpose. So that's what it was just on my heart to share. Why positivity? Why the studio? And why are we practicing this every day, Dr. Nicole? So that's why I wanted to have this space for us to come and work and play and be joyful and to be committed, but to work on those things that sometimes in our culture they are underlooked, they are undervalued, overlooked, and underappreciated. These positive emotions, but there's more there than meets, at least in Western culture, the eye. So I want us to uncover, get up under this thing, get our hands dirty in it, and begin. And you try it, and you test it, and you work it, and you stand on it for yourself. So with that, I'm going to pop out of here. I will see you tomorrow for day 10 of our 100-day journey of practicing positivity. But I just felt to share that this is a powerful, powerful resource. And this is a great place and a great space for us to come and learn firsthand about what flourishing and thriving can look like in our own life, even when we are at our best in the toughest of circumstances. That's the perfect place. That's the perfect time to be talking about what's going right, what's going well, what can we build with, what can we build on, how can we get beyond the current circumstance. We've got to get beyond that current circumstance or that current condition. The way that we get beyond it first is in our imagination, being able to see something different. And the way that we're able to expansively see beyond a specific circumstance is by accessing those positive emotions that kind of take us again from tunnel vision, as I said earlier in the week, to being able to see the vast territory of possibility that we can work with, that we can play with, and that we can move inside of. So that said, I am grateful to have you with me on this journey, and I'm grateful to be on this journey, and I'll talk more about that as we move along, but just didn't want to miss this moment to share what was bubbling up in my heart about this. So I look forward to seeing you soon and continue to practice this positivity. And I am ecstatic for us to continue this journey together. Okay, more soon. Be well, everybody.